During the battle with Drupada, Bhima took charge of handling the army, while Arjuna fought an intense astral weapons duel with Drupada. Drupada was no ordinary warrior. The weapon he launched broke Arjuna's bow into pieces. Realizing this was no way to continue, both Arjuna and Drupada readied themselves for a direct man-to-man fight. By then, evening had fallen. Back in Hastinapura, Dronacharya was anxiously waiting, wondering about the outcome. All the Kauravas who were seated around suddenly stood up in astonishment, staring toward the palace gates. Seeing everyone else looking in that direction, Dronakarya too got up and looked. There he saw Arjuna, darkened from battle, dragging Drupada by his thick hair, pulling him along, with Bhima walking beside them. Witnessing this, Dronakarya tied his own hair in a knot, folded his arms, and stood there proudly. Arjuna dragged Drupada by the hair and made him fall at Dronakarya's feet. "Drona, I am your friend. Spare my life," Drupada begged. Then Dronakarya said, "I am just a poor Brahmin with nothing but a handful of grain, Drupada. And now you want to beg me for a handful of life?" Drupada started crying, "Forgive me, Drona. Take my entire kingdom, but please let me go." When Dronakarya saw tears in his old friend's eyes, his heart softened. "My dear friend, forgive me. I don't need your kingdom or anything else. I'm just happy you realized your mistake. Return safely to your kingdom and rule it well. Until you reach your kingdom, our Bhima, who is as strong as 1,000 elephants, will escort you." With those words, he let Drupada go. Afterward, Dronakarya drew Arjuna close and said, "He was my friend. Once, when I went to him for just 4 cows, he hurled insults at me. Unable to bear that humiliation, I have been tormented for many years. Today, you have lifted the heavy burden in my heart. Whatever I give you now will still be too little. But here, take this." And he bestowed upon Arjuna the Brahmashira Astra. This Brahmashira Astra is the most powerful of all weapons. Once upon a time, Lord Rama possessed it. Yet even Rama never used this weapon on Ravana or his army. Do you see how dangerous it can be? Only in the gravest crisis should you ever use it, he cautioned Arjuna as he handed over the divine weapon. Witnessing this, Duryodhana's old fears resurfaced. His enemy was growing stronger right before his eyes. Duryodhana went to the fortress and told Shakuni what had happened. Shakuni said, "Duryodhana, in politics, if you find your enemy becoming more powerful, you must destroy him, by right or wrong, before he gains his full strength. If you wait until he's at his strongest and then fight him fairly, you're basically inviting your own destruction. Don't delay any longer, Duryodhana." Hearing this, Duryodhana went tearfully to his father, Dhritarashtra. "Father, ever since childhood, the Pandavas grew up in the forest, so I assumed I would be the king of Hastinapura. But now everyone's saying that Dharmaraja will become king. Are you really going to make Dharmaraja the king? Am I not fit to be king more than he is?" Dhritarashtra replied, "You are fit, my son, but your time isn't favorable. Eventually you will indeed become the king of Hastinapura. However, if I rush things now and kill the Pandavas outright, our lineage will be remembered with disgrace in history. Whatever we do must be done cleverly. The deed must be done, but our hands must remain clean. I am waiting for the right opportunity." Duryodhana felt great relief. "Father is on my side," he thought. "Father, as long as they stay here, we can't do anything to them. Find some excuse to send them out of our kingdom for a while. I'll handle the rest," he suggested. The next morning, Dhritarashtra summoned the Pandavas. "Dharmaraja," he said, "tomorrow you are to be crowned king. The foremost quality of any king is to know the condition of his subjects, so spend a few days living among the people. In a few months, there's going to be a grand Mahashivotsav in Varanasi. Once that festival is over, we'll perform your coronation. Stay in Varanasi until then. I will have an exquisite palace built for you there." Dharmaraja agreed. He and his brothers prepared to leave for Varanasi with Kunti. Meanwhile, within just 12 days, Purochana constructed a marvelous mansion there. Friends, would you believe it if I told you that reading just one incredible story can change a person's entire life? If you simply read that story to your children, they'll learn the values they need. Would you believe that? For any problem you're facing now, or might face in the future, you can find a solution in just one story. Would you believe that? Yes, it's possible. Only with the greatest epic ever told in the history of humanity, the Mahabharata. This story is 100 times more enthralling than a blockbuster movie. It's a challenge. The full Mahabharata, written in Vikramaditya's style, is available as a 2-part book and ebook on Amazon and 43 other online stores. It's also available worldwide in 54 languages. I've shared the links in the description below this video, so go order right away. Because this isn't just a book, it's a library of wisdom for your life. Before the Pandavas departed with Kunti, Vidura told them something cryptic. A mouse can escape a cat, or even a tiger, or even an elephant. But if a fire is set around its nest, it will burn alive inside. Escaping that is very difficult. At that time, they did not understand what he meant. When the Pandavas, along with Kunti, reached Varanasi, they were amazed to see the mansion that Purachana had built. It was extremely beautiful, painted in bright colors, and infused with delightful perfumes that created a sense of peace and relaxation. One day, while Arjuna was walking briskly on the top level of that mansion, he accidentally kicked a portion of the fence, causing a piece to break off with surprising ease. Picking it up, he noticed it gave off a fragrant smell of ghee and camphor. Why does this piece of wood smell like this? He wondered. He looked more closely and realized it wasn't actually wood at all. It was lax, the same substance used for sealing. Just like petrol, lac is highly flammable. At that moment, Arjuna understood. The mansion was built throughout, with quick-to-burn materials like lac, ghee, and camphor. They had painted over it to conceal the lac and used strong perfumes to cover up the smell of ghee and camphor. The meaning of Vidura's riddle finally dawned on him. Upon further inspection, they found the entire mansion was made of these flammable substances. There was only one small door, the single exit. If a fire broke out, they would be trapped like mice and burnt alive. Clearly, this was the Kauravas' cunning plot to destroy them. Immediately, they hired a man named Kanaka to dig a secret underground tunnel from the mansion into the forest. Within a month, he completed it. Eventually, the night of the Mahashivotsav arrived. The festival day ended, and everyone went to sleep. Suddenly, Arjuna felt something hot land on his cheek, as though a spark had fallen. He woke up to see the mansion on fire from all sides. The Pandavas and Kunti woke quickly and fled into the secret tunnel dug by Kanaka, sealing it behind them. The burning lac produced heavy smoke, and everyone except Bhima soon lost consciousness. Bhima carried Kunti on his shoulder, tucked Nakula and Sahadeva under his arms, and grabbed Yudhishthira and Arjuna's robes in each hand. Like a raging elephant charging through the forest, he sprinted through the 8-mile tunnel in just 12 minutes, emerging into a dense wilderness. After traveling some distance, he set everyone down beneath a tree to stand guard. Just then, a strikingly beautiful woman approached Bhima. Seeing him, she said, "O mighty hero, I am spellbound by your handsomeness. I have never seen such a man in my life. The moment I laid eyes on you, I fell in love. Please marry me." Friends, the next episode's content is on another level. Don't miss it. We'll meet again next Saturday at the same time. Be sure to order my Mahabharata book right now. I've placed the links in the description below this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so immediately. Till then, take care. Bye.